Ashley Land, and welcome to another episode of Firehouse Foods. Today I'm at Station 6 with William Buckley. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Good. Tell us what you do here at Station 6.
Well, we have a pretty big district in virtually the middle of Grand Prairie.
Okay.
Just north of South Grand Prairie High.
Oh, okay.
And we make a lot of car accidents, a lot of medical calls, sometimes some fire alarms and things like that.
Right. Do you guys do more than other stations?
We sit kind of like right in the middle to more than some of the stations. We don't do the most, and we're not the least.
Okay. And you're a driver, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us what you do as a driver.
Well, I'm responsible for Engine 6's readiness. I will drive the engine to the scene, put out cones if it's on a wreck, operate the pump with water and all that stuff.
So you're the leader.
That man over there is the leader.
Okay. So what are we going to be making today?
Today we're going to be making Mama's crock pot roast.
Mama's?
Yeah.
Your mama?
My mama,
Okay.
my wife's mama, and my wife now is mama too. So it's kind of I guess they kind of just passed it on down.
Okay. So for Mama's crock pot roast, what's the first step?
Probably the first step would be prep. As far as what your veggies are going to be, you can use anything you really want to do with them. I like to do the cut up carrots, the celery, and the onion, and then throw some bigger or half cut carrots with some little bitty purple potatoes, right? And then the mushrooms they add a really good flavor to it also. So what we'll do is we'll take our crock pot and we're going to start adding our ingredients.
Okay.
First thing we're going to do is we want to add our chuck roast, and this is a pretty lean cut. I got it at Target. I don't know if I could use that little segue. But you can use pretty much any kind of a cut that you like, but this one is really lean.
And how much will this feed? How many people?
This will feed about 6 people to 8 people. Okay, so once we get the chuck roast meat in the crock pot, we're gonna just simply start adding our vegetables. And what I like to do is just kind of sprinkle in the carrots, lettuce, and celery around the sides of the chuck roast. If also what you can use, if you use like a big onion slices, you might want to put those on the bottom of the meat because that would help with the flavor coming up through through the roast. So first what we'll do is we'll do I do this, and then I'll add my carrots, the big carrots here, kind of mix them around. I'm trying to, as you can see, I'm trying to keep a little clear space for the top. That's where I'm going to put my mushrooms. Okay. So.
Is that just your personal preference?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've been told it works really good. So yeah, that's what I try to do. So once we do that, I'm going to take and put my mushrooms, and I like to put them right there on the top of the meat and just kind of pack it down a little bit. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to start adding our spices, and you can use pretty much any order you want to use for your spices, but I like to do brown gravy, au jus, and the zesty Italian. What I like to do with the ranch is I like to spread out, just give me a little bit of eyeball here so I can see the top of the meat. Okay. And the reason I do that is so that when I add the water to it and it starts washing the seasonings down, what you want to do is add the water just to the top of the meat. Okay. Okay. And then once that's done, we'll just put the lid on, set the timer for 5 hours. Okay. And can you tell the folks at home what they're looking for in case they don't know once it's done? Yes, what you need to do is set it for 5 hours. Then after 5 hours, take the lid off and check the meat. And whenever you check the meat, you want to make sure that it's done. And you don't want to overcook it because then it'll be rubbery. And so. Okay, Buck, now we get to try Mama's crock pot roast. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, it's nice and tender. Very good. And you can taste the ranch a little bit. Well, everyone, if you'd like a copy of today's recipe, visit us at gptx.org/firehousefoods.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We enjoyed you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And you can tell Mama her roast is good.
All right, I'll pass that on.
Okay, everyone, join us next time for another tasty episode of Firehouse Foods.